So, students, in the last class, we have completed the biological classification discussion of the chapter. Now, we will start with the what we call the MCQs. We will discuss the objective questions from the chapter biological classification. So, first question is animals were divided into two groups basing on the presence or absence of red blood by Aristotle. Theophrastus, Aristotle, Linnaeus, Plato. So these animals were divided into anemia and anemia based on the presence and absence of the red blood corpuscles by the Aristotle students. So second question is two kingdom classification was proposed by Boehme, Aristotle, Linnaeus and Eichler. So what we have is a Linnaeus where he has classified all of the organism first into plant and animal kingdom, Corlus Linnaeus. Next, third question. The following is not correct about two kingdom classification. It is failed to distinguish between eukaryotic and prokaryotic, did not distinguish between plants and animals, did not differentiate between autotrophs and heterotrophs, could not differentiate the unicellular and multicellular organism. The following is not correct about the two kingdom classification. So we need to identify the one statement where it is not correct with respect to the two kingdom system of classification. You know that the two kingdom system of classification is mainly done based upon by the Corlus Linnaeus, what it intended to plant kingdom and animal kingdom, mainly how the food will be synthesized. So did not distinguish between plants and animals is wrong. Mainly there are two phylums, so two kingdoms he has been classified. One kingdom is a Plantae, another one kingdom is a Animalia. Remaining all are correct. It failed to distinguish between eukaryote and prokaryote, did not differentiate between autotroph and heterotroph, could not differentiate unicellular and multicellular organism. All these statements are right except the second one, students. The only character that defined the whole plant kingdom into two kingdom classification, whole plant kingdom into two kingdom classification is autotrophic nature, heterotrophic nature, presence of cell wall, presence of chloroplast. Exactly, the presence of cell wall, the only character that defined all of a plant kingdom into two kingdom classification is the presence of cell wall. What kind of cell wall it is made up of, again it can be further classified. So autotrophs are not found in Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae. So as I said very clearly, later fungi has been classified from the plant kingdom and made it as separate fungi kingdom plantae, a kingdom fungi. It is because of mainly the fungi are heterotrophic. Purely they are heterotrophic. Autotrophs andre the organisms which can synthesize their own food by themselves. Here the fungi are not autotrophs. Fungi ಏನದವ heterotrophs ಅದವ, ಇವು ಡೆಡ್ ಡಿಕೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ನ ತಿಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. So fifth one answer is 3 students, fungi. Fungi are not autotrophs. 5 kingdom classification was proposed by R. Virchow, R. H. Whitaker, Haeckel, Linnaeus. Haeckel has given, so this R. H. Whitaker has given the 5 kingdom system of classification, right? So mainly he has classified, finally earlier there was actually 4 kingdom system when he was classifying, because of the Copeland added the Protista. So this fifth kingdom he has added is a kingdom Mycota or fungi only, where he has separated fungi from the plants based on the mode of a nutrition and made it as a separate kingdom, students. So answer is R. H. Whitaker. Next, fungi were placed in a separate kingdom by, again this is Eichler, Whitaker, Linnaeus, Whitaker. R. H. Whitaker placed the separate kingdom by what they mainly, the fungi are kept under the separate kingdom by R.H. Whitaker. That's how he made the fifth kingdom. Monerans include, Monera means only the kingdom Monera where contain only prokaryotic cells, bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi and lichens, all prokaryotes. So fourth one is the right answer, students. So here bacteria and blue-green algae is also right. Both of them they are bacteria, but algae, fungi and lichens are not right. So eighth question, fourth one, that is all prokaryotic organisms are included under the kingdom Monera. Monerans especially live in most harshy habitats are, so the Monera which will be living in a harsh environment, what we call them as Eubacteria, Archaebacteria, Mycoplasma, Actinomycetes. So we know that, students, the bacteria which is living in a harsh environment, what we call it as the Archaebacteria. So Archaebacteria like Methanogens, Methanococcus, Acidophils, ಥರ್ಮೋಫಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇವೇನದವ ಹಾರ್ಶ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೈ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್, ಆ್ಯಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತವೆ. ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ 9 ಮೊನೆರನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Now we'll move to the next question. Next question is, what is the next question, students? Which of the following is not found in Moneran? So which of the following is not found in Monera? We will see DNA, ribosome, enzymes, mitochondria. So as Monerans are prokaryotic organism, they do not have membrane bound organelles. Whereas the Monera have DNA, its ribosome of a 70S type and enzymes are present, but mitochondria is absent in Monera. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಮೈಟೊಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ ಡಬಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೈಟೊಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ ಯೂಕ್ಯಾರಿಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದ ಮೈಟೊಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ prokaryotic cell. So answer is mitochondria, students. Next, methanogens are responsible for the production of alcohol, acetic acid, biogas, curd. So methanogens ಏನದ, they are responsible for the production of methane, what it is used as a biogas. ಕೌ ಡಂಗಿಂದ we will extract biogas ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗೋಬರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಮಿಥೆನೋಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಿಂದನೇ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಒಬ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮೈಸಿಸ್ ಸರ್ವೇಷಿಯಾ. ಅಸಿಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಒಬ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಸಿಟೋಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಸಿಟಿ. ಕರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಒಬ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋಬೆಸಿಲಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಯೋಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಮಿಥೆನೋಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ biogas. The features responsible for the survival of Archaebacteria in extreme condition is, so what character, ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅದ ಆರ್ಕಿಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಉಳಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತದಂದರೆ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೂಡೋಮ್ಯೂರಿನ್, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪೆಪ್ಟಿಡೋಗ್ಲೈಕಿನ್, cell wall contain pseudomurine and cell membrane contain branched chain lipids, production of methane. So answer is cell membrane contain branched chain lipids. That cell membrane where it contains branched chain lipids, the above one what we also call it as cell wall contains pseudomurine is both going to be characteristic, but here the most appropriate one is cell membrane contain branched chain lipids is making the Archaebacteria to survive in a harsh conditions, students. The type of Archaebacteria found in the gut of ruminant animals like cows and buffaloes is, so ruminants where they excrete the excreta what we call it as dung, the cow dung or cattle dung, it is rich in methanogen or methanobacteria, where they are capable of converting the nitrogenous waste which is present in the dung into methane gas. So allophils will be there, thermoacidophils, methanogens, lactogens. So the cow dung contain ಅಂದರೆ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಗೊಬ್ಬರದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮೆಥೆನೋಜನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. Next is the organism which can thrive well under extreme environmental conditions such as absence of oxygen, high salt concentration, or high temperature. Slime molds, archaebacteria, dinoflagellates, actinomycetes. So as we already discussed, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಯು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ಕಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಆರ್ಕಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಏನದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಹಾರ್ಷ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕುಳಿತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಅದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕಂದರೆ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಸೂಡೋಮ್ಯೂರಿನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಚೈನ್ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಒಳಗೆ, it will allow them to survive in a harsh conditions, students. So 14th is archaebacteria. Next question. The group of organism that show most extensive metabolic diversity is algae, fungi, virus, bacteria. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಗುಂಪಿನ ಜೀವಿಗಳು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕ್ಲಿಷ್ಟಕರವಾದ ಜೀವರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತದೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ದ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ದಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಕ್ ಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಮೊನೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಯಾಪ್ರೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್, ಹೆಟಿರೋಟ್ರೋಪ್ಸ್, ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್, lithotropes, all the kind of metabolic activities or the mode of synthesis of food is possible in the bacteria. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ಯುತಿ ಸಂಶ್ಲೇಷಣೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಡಿಕಾಂಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ ಅದ, ಭಾಳ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ದಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಕ್ ಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. Bacteria cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. So the bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. What we call it is made up of NAM and NAG like components, students. Peptidoglycan is the right answer. The cell wall material of bacteria is not referred as peptidoglycan, murin, mucopeptide, ಪಾಲಿಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ರೇಟ್. ಸೊ ಪೆಪ್ಟಿಡೋಗ್ಲೈಕನ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಮ್ಯೂರಿನ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಮ್ಯೂಕೋಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಪಾಲಿಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಾಲ್. ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ದ ಇನ್ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್. ಪ್ರೋಕ್ಯಾರಿಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಲ್, ಅದು ಸೆಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್. ಸೆಲ್ದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಥರ ಕ್ವೈಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರೋಕ್ಯಾರಿಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಮೀಸೋಸೋಮ್. ಇದೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ DNA ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ DNA ರಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಇನ್ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್, ಮೀಸೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್, or what it is called as idiosomes. Answer is mesosome, students. So mesosome is nothing but we going to see only in the bacteria, where these are the infoldings of the plasma membrane. Next is, in bacteria DNA is referred as a naked due to. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ DNA ನಾವು ನೆಕೆಡ್ ಅಂತೀವಂದರೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ DNA ದೇ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಕವರಿಂಗ್, ನಾಟ್ ಎನ್ವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಟ್ರೂ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಬದಲು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಾಯ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕೆಡ್ DNA ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದ ಸೈಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ 2 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಎನ್ವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಟ್ರೂ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ membrane. Locomotor structure in bacteria are cilia, pseudopodia, flagella, white tails. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಲೋಕೋಮೋಟರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ಲಾಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಫ್ಲಾಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲೋಕೋಮೋಟರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಆಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಆಟೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಕ್, ಆಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಹೆಟರೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಕ್, all bacteria are photosynthetic, ಸಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಅಟೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ ಎಟರೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಕ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಬೋತ್ ಅಟೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಕ್, ಎಟಿರೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಕ್, photosynthetic, all the kind of organisms are there. So some bacteria are autotrophic and some are heterotrophic, students, is the right answer. Which one of the following is said to be an omnipresent organism? Omnipresent ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಬದುಕ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜೀವಿ ಯಾವುದು? ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಏನಿದೆ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದಮ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಆಮ್ನಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಆಮ್ನಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಬದುಕ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಆಮ್ನಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲಿವ್ ಥ್ರೂಔಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ bacteria. Asexual reproduction structure in bacteria is known as. Asexual reproduction structure ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕನೈಟ್, ಎಕ್ಸೋಸ್ಪೋರ್, ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪೋರ್, ಹೆಟಿರೋಸಿಸ್ಟ್. ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ವೆನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫೇವರಬಲ್, ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ವಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಎ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪೋರ್. ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ is a type of asexual reproduction in bacteria. The most primitive organism showing oxygenic photosynthesis, blue-green algae, bacteria, cyanobacteria, ferns, mosses, mainly cyanobacteria navenantivi BGA. It is a photosynthetic organism. Bacteria can produce the oxygen and primary contributor of oxygen in the world. Water blooms of a polluted water bodies are often formed by green algae, brown algae, blue-green algae, ಕ್ಲೋರೋಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲೂ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಬ್ಲೂಮ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪಾಚಿ ಥರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಟ್ಟ ನೀರುಗಳ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ನಿಂತಿರೋದು, ಅದು ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಗೆ, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಗೆ ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಏಕೈನೈಟ್ಸ್, ಹೋಮೋಗೋನಿಯಾ, ಎಟಿರೋಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಮಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್. ಈ what we call in a BGA, we have a specialized type of, in BGA we have a specialized type of a cells which is consist of a NIF gene and helps in photosynthesis, nitrogen fixation. The specialized cell found in the blue green algae meant for nitrogen fixation is heterocyst, students. Find the organism that does not belong to cyanobacteria. Chlorella, Nostoc, Anabaena and Spirulina. Spirulina, Anabaena and Nostoc, they are belonging to the cyanobacteria, whereas Chlorella is an algae where it is not belong to cyanobacteria, students. Hormogonia formed during asexual reproduction of cyanobacteria are the type of echinates, aplanospores, fragments and endospores fragments. Hormogonia are the fragments of the cyanobacteria which will be developed during asexual reproduction. The red color of a Red Sea is due to the presence of mainly the red algae, trichomes of Nostoc, then Trichosoma erythraeum and Corynebacterium. It is mainly the Trichomonas erythraeuma is what is going to cause a red tide, what we call it as. It is mainly the goniolax where it is going to form, students. Cyanobacteria are the chemoautotropes, chemoheterotrophs, photoheterotrophs, photoautotropes. So photoautotropes because they are capable of photosynthesizing and producing the oxygen and as well as the food. The type of organism that play a great role in recycling nutrients is photosynthesis, chemosynthesis, pathogenic, symbiotic. The type of organism that play a great role in recycling nutrients is chemosynthesis, students, where it will convert the inorganic material and they will be what converting and recycling the nutrients. Chemosynthetic is answer, students. Which bloom in plants is caused by bacteria, mycoplasms? Witch's broom in plants is caused by mainly mycoplasma students, which is bloom in plants. Okay, so next, the diseases caused by mycoplasm in human is hepatitis, urethritis, arthritis, and tetanus. So this mycoplasm is going to cause urethritis in humans. The cell wall of actinomycetes contain muric acid, mycolic acid, lactic acid, glycolic acid. Mainly the mycolic acid where we are going to find in actinomycetes cell wall, students, which is not an actinomycete member among the following. Actinomycetes ಅಂದರೆ ಇವೇನಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಂಗೈ ಲೈಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾನಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಫಂಗೈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಮೈಕೋಲಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಆಕ್ಟಿನೋಮೈಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಮೈಕೋಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ, ಕಾರ್ನಿಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಟೋಮೈಸಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈಕೋಮೆಸಿಮ್. So what we have here is Mycobacterium tuberculosis, Corynebacterium and Streptomyces. All of them they belong to actinomycetes. Trichozomium ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು actinomycetes ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ students. The kingdom without well-defined boundaries among the constituent organism is, we all know that the one kingdom which is not having a clear boundary where it shows the animal-like character as well as a plant-like characters, that is kingdom Protista. Protistadalli we do not have a clear boundary still. Protista include, Protistadalli all unicellular organism, all unicellular prokaryotes, all prokaryotes, all unicellular eukaryotes. Can you guess students what is the answer? We know that ಪ್ರೊಟಿಸ್ಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಕ್ಯಾರಿಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಯುನಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅದಾವ. ಆಲ್ ಯುನಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಯೂಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೊಟಿಸ್ಟಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Desmites are known as the brown algae, golden algae, green algae, red algae. The golden algae, what we call them as the desmites. Diatoms and desmites come under the chloroeuglenoids, dinoflagellates, chrysophytes and slime molds. So answer is diatoms and desmites will be coming under the chrysophytes students. Protista that are chief producer in oceans are euglenoids, diatoms, slime molds, dinoflagellates. So the chief producer protista what it includes is diatoms students. Rejuvenatory sexual spores formed by diatoms are known as zoospores, oxospores, echinates, planospores. So answer is oxospore students. These are what we call them as the rejuvenatory, means they help in reproduction, sexual reproduction in diatoms. The what we call them as oxospores students. Casilogor, the gritty soil used in polishing filtration of oils and syrups is obtained from, that's what we call as diatomaceous earth. Diatoms, desmites, dinoflagellates, slime molds. So answer here is diatoms students. Diatoms are divided into two types based on what basis the diatoms are classified students? Methods of asexual reproduction, structural symmetry, formation of gametes, and methods of sexual reproduction, mainly based on structural symmetry. So whether usually what we call them like soap box like structure they have, the cell wall is what it is going to be formed of silicaceous, the body will be present. Main what we call the soap box, whether the symmetry or dissymmetrical, on that basis the diatoms are divided. So diatoms are divided into two types based on structural symmetry. The protista called as a whirling wipes are what they are? Chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids and the slime molds. Whirling waves mainly include students dinoflagellates. So why do we call them as a whirling waves? Because they are existing in a different colors based upon the different types of pigments, as well as they will form a red tides in the seas. So dinoflagellates are considered as a whirling waves. The nucleus of dinoflagellates is called prokaryon, mesokaryon, heterokaryon, dikaryon. ಸೊ ಡೈನೋಫ್ಲಾಜೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಸೋಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಮೀಸೋಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್. ಮರೈನ್ ಡೈನೋಫ್ಲಾಜಿಲೇಟ್ with the bioluminescence is Nettle, Nostoc, Noctua and Neurospora. So the answer is Noctua means this is responsible for the bioluminescence. In the bioluminescence andre capable of emitting the light emit ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ organismsಗೆ we call them as the bioluminescent organism. Red tides in Mediterranean Sea are due to the rapid multiplication of Gracilaria, Goniolox, Noctiulla and Gelenium. So answer here is a Goniolax, students. We have seen in NCERT textbook that is Goniolax is an organism where it is responsible for the production of red tides in Mediterranean Sea, students. Cytostome, cytopharynx and reservoir are the parts of in the euglenoid cells. What we have? All protista, euglenoids, prokaryotes and chrysophytes. So we have like cytostome, cytopharynx and reservoir are the parts of euglenoids, students. Euglenoids will have the cytostome like mouth like structure, cytopharynx for engulfing of food as well as helping for excretion. Such kind of structures where we will find mainly in the euglenoids, students. Plamella stage is found in Plamella, nothing but what we have the stage of development we will see mainly in the euglena. Plamella stage is a stage of development seen in the euglena, students. The outer coat of euglena is called euglenadalli outer coat is more specific because it is proteinaceous in nature and it is called as pellicle, students. The pellicle or pellicule what we call ಇದು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಲಿ. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ euglena as a chloroplast where we could have been said of the plant like because the cell wall should be there in the plants, it is absent. The cell wall it is not present, instead it has a proteinaceous coat what it is called as pellicule. So answer is fourth one is the answer, students. The outer coat of euglena is called as pellicule. An organism which is connecting link between animals and plants, mainly euglena. Euglena is called as a connecting link between animals and plants because it's a mixotrope. Food wise, ಯಾವಾಗ ಲೈಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ it will carry out photosynthesis as it contain a kind of chloroplast like structure similar to the plants. So it will carry out photosynthesis. When light is not present, ಓಕೆ ಇಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್, ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈಟ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಎಟಿರೋಟ್ರೋಪ್. ಈ ಥರ ಬೋತ್ ಎಟಿರೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಎರಡೂ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಫುಡ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮಿಕ್ಸೋಟ್ರೋಪ್. ಈ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಯುಗ್ಲಿನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಯುಗ್ಲಿನಾಗ ಏನಂತೀವಿ, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದಿ ಬೋತ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ plants, students. So connecting link between animals and plants is euglena. So light sensitive structure of euglenoid is flagellum, eye spot, pyrenoid and a cytostome. So what is the answer? Eye spot is the light sensitive structure of euglenoids that helps in moving the euglena towards the light. Wherever the light availability is there, it helps in moving towards the light, students. The aggregation formed by the slime molds under suitable condition is called. Slime molds exist in two forms. One is a plasmodium, second one is a fruiting body. Whenever conditions are suitable, it exists in the form of slime molds. When conditions are unsuitable, they will be existing in the form of fruiting bodies. So aggregations formed by the slime molds under suitable condition is called as the plasmodium. Plasmodium is the answer, students. Further about this chapter questions we will discuss in the next video class. Thank you.